Turns out when someone wears nicely starched or ironed shirts, it's a pain for sound.
Oh, really?
The better you look, the worse it sounds.
I'll be darned.
Well, then let's start off, if you don't mind, just saying your name and a few lines of your bio, which is difficult with your bio.
And I'm going to pass the microphone off to someone who was recently very much rightfully called the moral compass of our state, our former Attorney General and Chief Justice of the Idaho Supreme Court, Jim Jones.
Geez, Luke, I never thought of myself as a moral compass. I have been called a communist. So we are approaching what used to be my office back in the 1980s. The Attorney General's office now is occupied by an individual who I abhor, unfortunately. We have come so far down the road of dystopian, as you will. Each year it has gotten worse.
And does he like you?
I write columns about him and he hates my guts. I come at this from a bit of a different perspective than some of you. I used to be a Republican. I was until 2002. Now we're going to the governor's office. I served with two governors. Both of them were Democrats. I was a Republican at the time. And we had, some disagreements from time to time, but we both understood that we worked together for the benefit of the state. I have heard so many people that I called saying, I'm sick and tired of the way my party is operating. It takes a charlatan to turn the people against their government and keep it from doing what the average citizen wants it to do. And, we have a perfect example here in these two chambers, the House over here and the Senate over here. People who prefer to fight culture wars by stoking rage and outrage and doing nothing that really solves the problems that people are interested in, like property taxes, medical care for everybody. It's just really distressing. The first time they used the closed primary was in 2012 election, and from that point on, the government has become less and less responsive, more and more involved in meaningless issues, culture war issues, and it's primarily because of the closed Republican primary. I guess you might say I'm a political activist. I've got organizations that I work with to try to moderate the Republican Party, to pass ballot initiatives that the legislature refuses to deal with. And I write a weekly column that goes out to Idaho's daily newspapers. It was one of the reasons that I got off the court. I didn't want to be sitting back and not having my voice heard. And I felt like I had some experience to weigh in on some of these issues. So I got off the court and immediately started advocating for refugees and getting involved in any number of issues. I felt like I had been uncorked, and I wanted to be able to try to have an influence on what happened. And this kind of ugly building is the Supreme Court. My office at first was right there in those vertical columns. It is really a sad thing to see the image of the United States being tarnished practically on a daily basis, where we won't attend to our business, we won't put our financial house in order, we won't honor our commitments overseas, which really serve our national interests. It's a painful thing to see, but I think we can redeem ourselves. And I think it's maybe going to have to come from the ground up.